Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your reading. If you're new to the channel, I do timeless readings, which means that whenever you find this video is when you're meant to hear the messages within it. And in case you subscribe, I upload my new videos for Gemini and Sagittarius on Wednesdays. Also, for those of you who are interested, the deck that I'm using today is called the Tattoo Tarot. And again, for anyone who's interested, if you're looking to get a personal reading from me, the information is in the description below. And just as a final heads up, I only take cards that are jumpers. So sometimes the cards do like to flip over in the deck. I do see them. However, like I said, I really only take them if they've jumped out like these ones have. And if they come out in a group that's too big, I'll usually just put them back. Case in point. But the goal here is to get you guys roughly 8 or 9 cards. I'm going to go ahead and take these 2 cards though. So I'm going to try to pull out one more card for you guys, and then we can get started on your reading. All right, Sagittarius, I do want to take this time to remind you guys that if you enjoyed the reading, the best way to let me know is by leaving a like or a comment. But your overall energy here is the Seven of Wands. Now, the Seven of Wands is a very nice energy to have, actually, because the Seven of Wands to me is this worth fighting for energy. So I think that right now there's something in your life that you really consider worth fighting for and that you're going to fight for it. For a lot of you, I feel like you're willing to fight for this tooth and nail. But I don't think it's going to be that big of an issue for a lot of you guys. I do want to say that this Seven of Wands energy, I feel, has been very prevalent for a lot of you guys in my past couple of videos. So certainly if you want to know more or if you're intrigued or whatever, I would highly recommend going through the playlist that I have set up for Sagittarius, because I know that this has been a recurring energy for a lot of you guys. But I'm looking here at this column right here, and I see the Six of Swords in reverse, and I see the King of Wands, right? So the Six of Swords is in the upright. It means walking away or moving into a different situation, seeing some kind of a change. But the fact that it's in reverse, it gives me this sort of fixed feeling, right? Like, I'm here and I'm here to stay kind of an energy. And I'm looking at the Seven of Wands and the Six of Wands, or Seven of Wands and the Six of Swords in reverse have sort of that same energy, that energy of I'm staying put and I'm fighting until the last moment, right? And I'm looking here at this King of Wands, and the King of Wands symbolizes fire signs. So that's Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, including yourselves as your Sagittarius. But certainly I feel here that there's a strong power within you. Whenever you see the King of Wands, you know that there's a lot of movement, a lot of strength, a lot of motivation. Oftentimes when I see the King of Wands, I feel strong entrepreneurial spirit, just like the King of Pentacles. So I feel like for a lot of you, especially if you're going into some kind of a business, some kind of an idea, like, you're going to be very confident and you're going to be very powerful in the way that you move, right? And the King of Wands is oftentimes very warm and very emotionally kind. And I'm seeing also here that you have the King of Cups. So I think that you're entering, for some of you, these two will represent the energy that you're moving into, right? You're embodying this sort of powerful Wands energy, which represents passions, and then you're embodying this cups energy, which represents emotions, right? You have the kindness, the empathy, the sympathy, the ability to understand others, the intuition, the kindness, the warmth, the nurturing. You have all those qualities. And for others of you, I feel like you may be in a situation where you're dealing with somebody who is a fire sign or a water sign. You might have the choice between the two. Water signs include Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. So those signs may be prominent in their charts. If they're not, then that's no big deal. But if they are, just take that to be extra confirmation. But I'm certainly getting a lot of messages. Communication is big for you guys right now because the Knave of Wands and the Knight of Wands are here. Sorry, the Knight of Swords. So the Knave of Wands is the Page of Wands, right? So that's the beginning stages of a message, some kind of a passion. So whatever this is really going to put a fire in your stomach. You're going to have that passion, that flame reignited into you, and it's going to allow you to move forward. I do want to preface that, though, by saying that this is the page. So it's the beginning stages of that message, of whatever it is that's going to light that fire. It's not entirely built up yet, but it is beginning. It's on its way. And here with the Knight of Swords, even though this isn't really a message related definition, I'm looking at this card and I see a fighter, right? I see that this person is very much ready to go into battle. And that falls in line very well with your reading because you have this overall energy of worth fighting for something. So I feel like you guys really want to work towards something. You have a goal here. And I feel like you're not going to take no for an answer, and you're not going to take any kind of dishonesty for an answer because you have the Seven of Swords, and the Seven of Swords is a person who's dishonest, right? And that's a person, the Seven of Swords is oftentimes called the lying, cheating, stealing card. So this is just a terrible, terrible person, really deplorable, but you have this Knight of Swords almost like ready to go off and fight that nasty energy. And to me, it feels like not only are you not going to take it sitting down if somebody comes to you in sort of this low vibrational, dishonest energy, but you're going to be able to sniff it from a mile away and you're going to act accordingly. And, you know, if I know a thing about Sagittarius, it's that you guys are blunt, you guys like honesty, and this sort of like behind the scenes, like under the table, dishonest energy is not what you're not going to deal with it. And I see you coming out on top because you have the Six of Wands, and the Six of Wands is victory, right? That coupled with this Six of Cups, like I'm seeing huge returns on whatever it is that you're doing. I see two kinds of scenarios here. I'm seeing the one scenario where you're dealing with someone, maybe even like at work, who is being dishonest, who has it out for you and doesn't want to see you succeed, but you're going to succeed anyway because you know how to talk to them and you're able to really cut them out, because that's what swords do, they cut. And I feel like you might have a discussion at some point with this person where you just sit down and you tell them everything, and then they probably run off crying because they're not half as strong as you are. And with the Six of Cups here, I'm seeing scenario number 2. I'm seeing huge love here. And with the Six of Cups, I'm seeing huge success. So Six of Cups is that childlike wonder energy. So I'm seeing that you're finding somebody, especially if you're single, you're finding somebody who is able to reignite this fire of like feeling that feeling of falling in love for the first time. And you're going to see a lot of happiness and a lot of triumph with this person. Do beware that I do see this person that's in the Seven of Swords energy still. So if you're dealing with multiple people, especially if they're fire or water signs, that might be something that you have to pay attention for. But at the end of the day, like, you're going to play your cards right and you're going to see success with the Six of Wands. I feel like I just ran a marathon, Sagittarius. This is a lot of positive energy, so don't you worry about a thing. Also, I do want to point out that you have the Six of Wands going into the Seven of Wands, and the Six of Swords going into the Seven of Swords. So you have 6, 7, 6, 7. So those numbers might be important to you coming up here. But I think more than just that, I do want to point out that the 6 going to the 7 twice is progression. So you're going to really like power through this next big cycle, whatever event it is that's going on. You're going to really power through it. But that was your reading first time around, Sagittarius. If you enjoyed, please leave a like or a comment because it really helps out the channel. And I personally really love to know if these readings resonate with you guys. But like I said before, I upload my new Sagittarius videos on Wednesdays. But in the meantime, you guys are more than welcome to watch any of my other timeless readings that I have up on the channel. And with that being said, I hope to see you guys next time for your next reading.